It's been 1 week. 1 week since I picked up the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold. And I'll say this loud and proud. It is the best foldable cell phone on the planet. Yes, I do have a Z Fold 6, and yes, I do love the Z Fold 6, but the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, lordy, that name kills me every single time. It's amazing. You aren't losing anything with this device. First off, let's talk about the outside display. The outside display, I loved it on the Pixel Fold 1 because it was something new. It was different. It was bigger than the Z Fold series, and I could actually utilize it and feel like I could actually get a lot of work done. Obviously, yes, the inside display you love and it's amazing, but sometimes you just like to go back to that candy bar cell phone, but you don't want to have a second device. That's what this phone does so well. It gives you that beautiful wide outside display that you can use like a regular cell phone. And then when you want to go for maybe entertainment, maybe multitasking, or anything else really, gaming as well, you can open it up and it's right there for you. And if Samsung would have made the outside display a little bit bigger and make it more like a candy bar cell phone, I wouldn't be sitting here probably saying Google's phone is as great or that much better than Samsung's phone, but because they decided not to, it really is night and day. Samsung, you failed, you flopped, you Microsoft tier, and you had a chance to be great and take over, and you didn't do so because the Pixel and Google decided to take advantage of this. Now, let's talk about battery. That's another thing. I really thought, listen, going into any time you buy a Pixel phone, all you hear about is the problems with Pixel devices. The software is buggy. There's problems with call quality. There's problems with the battery. There's problems with the screen. There's always these issues. I can say I have no issues so far. Now, I do have Verizon mobile protection, so if there is an issue with anything, I can just get it replaced for free. I believe if it's cracked, I get it replaced for free. If it's there's a problem with the device, I can give it back to them, and they give me one for $50, I believe it is. There's different, depending on what protection plan you have. But nonetheless, though, I haven't had an issue with it. And battery life's been really freaking good. I'm talking about at least a day out of my Pixel Fold every single day, and it is my daily driver. I don't use any other cell phone as my daily driver outside of the Pixel Fold. If you guys are a long time viewer on the channel, you know whenever a new device comes out, I make a video about it, I review it, and it becomes my daily driver. So I have used almost every single Z Fold device, Pixel Fold device, Surface Duo device. You know, if it's a foldable cell phone, I have used it, and it has been my daily driver. And the Pixel Fold with the Tensor G4 chip with the battery optimization is just correct on standards. It's perfect. There's not really much of an issue. Now, it's not as great as, like, for example, the S24 Ultra, which I've reviewed before on the channel, and I've used daily driver, and candy bar cell phone, I know, disgusting, right? That's plebs. We're talking about real cell phones here, foldable. That price tag, though. But yeah, no, I mean, again, one day, at least a day out of my cell phone, foldable cell phone wise, that's exactly what you get the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. I'm not going to say I'm like that much of a power user. And if you are that much of a power user, you're gaming, you're watching content on the inside display as well, not just the outside display, your mileage will vary. But I will say, I think I would say at least, and even when I try to push it to the over the edge, right? Because I have done this some days just to kind of test it. I'm still getting 8 to 9 hours out of the, when I go full on video editing off of it. Also utilizing it for video editing, for gaming, for everything. Yeah, it's still 8 to 9 hours, which is, again, very, very good. The Tensor G4 chip does a great job of optimizing power and battery life and not making it almost impossible, right? Cameras are great. Everything's great. Here's the one thing I will say. And it's my problem with every cell phone, every foldable cell phone that isn't the Z Fold 6, ironically enough. There is no Samsung DeX. There is no operating system like Samsung DeX. And listen, I get it. You know, Samsung has their own Linux-based system, DeX, and it's really cool. If another company could figure out how to do this, and I know Microsoft back in the day had their own, you know, system with where you could plug it into the monitor and it would actually give you like a Windows-based system, which was cool. They canceled that, got rid of that. It sucks, but if they could do something like that with the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, it would completely change everything. I mean, I would say to a certain degree, you wouldn't even ever recommend going with a Z Fold device ever again. But if you like Samsung DeX, which a lot of people do, that's the only thing I really say that Samsung has anymore. Innovation's out the window. Everything's out the window for Samsung. It's just DeX. And if Google can find a way with their next iteration of the Pixel Fold to give us a Google-type DeX software experience, it could really change everything. But again, like I said, outside of that, this device is perfect. And it's difficult to say that, right? It's difficult to ever say a device is perfect, right? Especially in the second generation of the device. It's way too early to a certain degree. But no, I mean, there isn't really anything else they could upgrade, in all honesty. They could add S Pen support or some type of stylus support to the inside display. They could make it more, you know, durable. But outside of that, there's not much more they could do. And I think Google, they hit a home run here. They hit a home run with this device. Everyone loves it, myself included. And I think that that is exactly what they needed. They needed to hit a home run with this device. I've said it many times. Microsoft had so many opportunities to take control and hit home run with their devices, and they ended up flopping every single time and crapping the bed. Google took this opportunity and ran with it, and it's, you know, gonna pay off big time for them. Now, Samsung does have to come back with a very good device for the Z Fold 7, but I think for the most part, you know, it's going to be a very much 50-50 shot moving forward. And then, of course, you also do have the OnePlus Open 2 on the horizon, but even the OnePlus Open 1 is actually a really, really great device as well. But, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.